appreciate the brief. I think the project is moving along well, despite the challenges in procurement and pressure being able to get things where they need to go. But I definitely appreciate the efforts that your team is thinking about how to use it in all these wonderfully creative ways. The efforts to share the information with other institutions throughout the country is great, and I very much look forward to seeing the results of that that collaboration. And I think our next workshop in November. We have one more?
Next visit.
Oh, okay.
November.
Okay, and
Yeah.
in November.
Well, and that kind of leads to one question I had though, when we talked about the equipment, and I understand that phase 3 is ordered. Phase 4/5, it says it was ordered, but then I saw that it was it was going through basically the quotation,
Yeah. The phase 3 orders are ready. They are yet to be placed. I mean,
okay.
and the last approval is yet to come from the higher authorities. So they are completely done. I mean, from our side, and everything is done. Purchase order has been made. Everything is done.
Okay.
Phase 4 and 5 we have clubbed together, if you remember.
Yep.
And all the quotations are there already with us. So as soon as this phase 3 goes, we will start working on the making the purchase orders for the phase 4 and 5. Already the quotations are there, and everything has been finalized.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the situation.
Should we think with that, and just trying to again plan as we talk about the visit in November. The visit in November was supposed to be kind of the
Yeah.
the installation, right? That's when Texas A&M is going to come in and install and then help with the training and stuff like that. Do we still see that
Yeah.
in a good timeline?
I think that's a good time.
Okay.
No, it will be a good time. Yes.
We would expedite
Yeah.
from our side, but then the industry was to supply this equipment also.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I don't see November as
lot of disturbance.
not a deadline for us. We
No,
just want to
no.
make sure that we're
Right.
planning
Right.
appropriately.
Yeah.
No, but we would ensure,
Okay.
we are also wanting to fast and quicken the process.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, most of them are coming from outside. Some equipments will come from India. For example, the liquid nitrogen, then containers, and then the lead shieldings. These are being done here.
You suffer from other programs, not this one. Importation into India, sometimes things get delayed
Yes.
3 months. Unfortunately, one program. We'll seem to have a system, so I might ask our team later to help educate me on how we maybe export that to others within the program.
For example, one of the shipments was delayed because there was a radioactive source tied to it, and that was delayed. And we didn't have clearance. When we had the clearance, the company who was supplying, they didn't have the clearance. So that was delayed last time. But I think that has been received now.
So you have received all your sources.
Not
Just a
all.
while ago, that-
Arpita,
I think
can
there's
you
still some more
brief
that-
about the radioactive sources?
So in the phase 4 and 5, there is a neutron source and also the alpha source.
Okay.
So we have already, the quotations are ready with us. So now once everything is clear for phase 2, then we go for AOC. We have to take AOC from our AR. Once we get the AOC, then we will.
So this neutron source is radium beryllium,
It's americium.
Americium. Americium beryllium. Oh,
Americium beryllium neutron source and some
Okay.
alpha sources.
and the alpha source is americium.
Americium also utilities of.
I think it's on the slide, overall slide.
Yeah, so there's several sources. Still yet to be
And
prepared.
also, helium also. So mostly alpha sources are pending once.
I guess
But,
I guess my more specific one was there were some sources before the workshop that were delayed due to
Yeah.
change in policies from the supplier, but those ones have been the alternate. You guys found the alternate source and have received those.
Yes.
So just want to mention here that there was which we're talking that down from basic activities, we already offered the university just week back, and they have just communicated this information to the advanced state. I think now they are in the process of seeing. So I think within 2 weeks we will be able to take those. Serial number 7, which is
I'm reviewing it on a monthly basis, this project, since it's a very prestigious project, which is close to our heart. So I personally review with the procurement, finance, and with Jane. And
We have a national technical advisory committee also for the project. We constituted in the beginning of the project. So it has members from various national institutes like Tata Institute and IITs, where experts are there. So they are our members. So
Inter-university
we hold their
accelerators.
meetings few months and take their advice, or otherwise also informally we keep consulting them. So when we have some issue about what to procure, which model, or what are the best things now coming, how to go about it.
I would like to add something.
Yeah, please. Alpana, go ahead.
Actually, I would like to add that nuclear forces, we cannot get. We get approval from AERP. This is a long procedure. To get the approval from AERP, our authority, then only we can procure the sources. So that is it takes little time. First, we have to upload the approval. But secondly, then our third phase is already in the process. Third phase of the equipment. Second phase is already in the process. But the problem is when the amount is low, the university they don't give the direct funds to the vendor. They create a LC, that is a letter of credit, which a mutual understanding between the vendor and the university. So it takes little time. In the bank, we have to go to the bank mutual understanding between vendor and the university. So LC takes little long time. That is why the process of procuring the equipment, it is little taking more time as compared to the other places. Our university has this policy. So we will complete second phase, and by the end of this month, after coming back, I will try to put the request for the fourth and fifth phase.
So, Mr. Bhatt,
Good.
is it okay?
Yeah.
Right. So I will just give a little glimpse about Amity Group. Let me go there.
It will get in hours.
Yeah, it's going. No, the distance is more, I think. Somebody can do from there.
Standing there and then giving a professor.
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, thank you.
Detroit, Washington.
So thank you very much for being here.
Big boss.
This is the question of the big boss.
You should also keep my card. Thank you so much.
And research innovation development is very important. We invested on that. We also want to get the knowledge about we also working very hard on this technology. We have chancellors, but Johan is a product of London School of Economics. Johan is a product of Washington School in the US. Ramon Johan is a product of Harvard. So such a elite group of people are governing this institution. Most of them have roots in the US. Our campuses visit one university in India, here. Some of our campuses, there is the landscape, the architecture, and the verticals which we are developing to each of these campuses. International campuses, some of them, one in Malaysia, Singapore, London, Slovenia, China, US, in China, we have, and so we have Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and we also. These are some of the programs. There are about 300 programs we run recognized by UGC. At undergraduate, postgraduate, and also doctoral level. And some of them are very unique. If you see, the alternate energy and renewable energy is the focus for us. Virology and immunology, space science and technology, nuclear science and technology, and also the global warming and climate change is another trust areas. And also we have natural resources and sustainable development, molecular medicine and stem cell research, nanotechnology, very strong group, and also Institute of Applied Sciences. So like this, we have a very strong base in science and technology domain, which is a vertical in almost all of the campuses. Today, in the recent international, our national ranking 2022, Amity is ranked, which is, even though we are just 17 years young, we are ranked 12 among all the 1,000 universities in India at national level. And pharmacy at number 17, management 28, engineering 25. But then we want to be in top 10 in almost all domains. So we are working towards that. In terms of our global ranking, we are in top 3% of the university as ranked by the THE, Times Higher Education Group. And also QS has ranked this as the top private, not-for-profit university in Asian region. And we also have VASC accreditation, which is not given to other unique recognition from US regional accreditation. Also, we have VASC. We also have QA accreditation from UK.
The Indian Intellectual Property Office of the Government of India has conferred the National Intellectual Property Award 2020 on Amity University for top Indian academic institution for patents and commercialization, a reflection of Amity's commitment to research and innovation.
This is the recent one which the Government of India bestowed on us on 17th August 2021 for the largest number of patents filed, granted, as well as commercialized. So just to give a glimpse, today in all of our campuses, we have 185,000 students, 185,000 students, more than 10,000 faculties, and 11 has become 12. And we have 28 schools in addition to the colleges and universities. Then we also have 1,745 patents filed, 18 technologies transferred in the last 3 years, and also 26,000 research publications in journals of repute like Nature, Lancet, Science, and also PNAS, and material science, material horizon, nano letters, nano today, and so on. So we have a very large number of applications, patents. We also conduct international projects like your DTRA. We have done Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation sponsored projects, Welcome Trust projects. We have also USAID projects, Liverpool projects, DFG projects. So in addition to the nationally funded projects, we also carry out internationally, globally funded projects. What we did, we created the processes and structures initially to start with. First is seamless connectivity with all our stakeholders, with among our universities connectivity, universities outside the MIT group, then industry, laboratories, and the society. These are the stakeholders. So we brought mechanisms and processes to connect with all our stakeholders. Then we created an IPR protection cell because we wanted this to be a research and innovation university. So we created the IPR cell, that's a 1745 patents that we filed. And also a directorate of innovation and technology transfer. So mature the technology from DTRA level 1 or 2 to 6 or 7 with the industry. We created a technology enabling center sponsored by DST. And this was a unique idea of David Sharma when he was there in DST. And he created that concept that in many of the laboratories, Valley of Death, you have prototypes and that ends there. It doesn't get translated into a product or a process or a technology. So we created a technology enabling center to mature the technology. Then we also created entrepreneurship development and e-serve. Then we brought the right kind of human resource like Professor Prasad and Neeraj Sharma and senior people who have experience, knowledge, expertise, business. And we also, these are some of the senior people brought from various organizations, like Vice Chancellor Dr. Rakesh Patnagar, who is very good in taxonology. And he was the Vice Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University, it's a big public funded university. He is now Vice Chancellor in Amity University, Rajasthan. Then we brought P.V. Sharma, who was Vice Chancellor 3 times, including a Delhi Technological University. So we brought best people to lead our universities who have research and innovation background. Similarly, Kotari and Rajendra Prasad Kohli, he is the Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Punjab. We have one university there, and he has been also a Vice Chancellor, and now we have brought him as Vice Chancellor. So we brought best people and built the organization around people. This is what Dr. Chauhan did. He keeps looking for people when they are superannuating, bring them over here, bring them around. And then these are some youngsters who have got the postdoctoral fellowship position, spent 10 years in US, UK, South Korea, Japan. So we brought them over here. And so this blend worked magic for us. Then we created this TEC, which I mentioned, a separate facility we created. And that helps to look at mine those scientific leads, which are at TRA level 1 or 2. And then what needs to be done, regulatory clearances, productization, product engineering, what needs to be done is evaluated, and that TEC enables them to mature the technology to upwards. Then we created the incubator. So more than 300 companies have been incubated, 70 startups have come out from the portals of this incubator, which is also sponsored by government. Both TEC as well as the incubator is funded by DST, Department of Science and Technology. And we also take equities in many of them, just to do a hand holding and also to see their growth further growth. So 15 to 20%. And currently we have about more than 55 of these. We have our own venture capital, Amity Venture Capital. If there's a brilliant idea, we fund them, support them, nurture them. And now we have allowed our faculties to be also a startup. So you can be a professor here and also a startup director in a company. And Shivani, what is the name of your company, Shivani?
Okay, so that is Engineers Research Solutions Private Limited. So we made that startup for carrying out this project. So we'll be making a product for detection of
that AI platform. She's converting and then sending it to security agencies. So where Prasad is also a board of directors with her, Shivani. So like this, we created startup among our faculties and students as well. So if you have a brilliant technology, nurture them, and then they will mold by heart that technology. So these are some of the incubators who are doing very well. Then we created research infrastructure. Some of them are comparable to any of the good universities. And it's a beautiful lab of molecular medicine and stem cell research. We have an institute, Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. Professor B.C. Das, who was director of Indian Council of Medical Research, he heads that as the chairman. Then we brought instruments like fax machine for cell studies, cell sorter, and scanning electron microscope, atomic absorption spectrophotometer, HPLCs. And so we brought all those equipments which are required through Amity funding as well as funding from agencies like national and international. Like DTRA, the nuclear security is building the laboratory for nuclear security. So this is the laboratory which we are creating with your support, deep appreciation to your wholehearted support in this program. We created missions to drive this whole system. So like Mission Impossible, we said within another 3 years, the research projects should be 10 times more. So it is Mission Impossible. So the whole system works towards that target. We achieve it. So like this, we created mission. Like Mission Connect. How do you connect? How do you connect with the people? So which is very important. You can't work in silos. Connection within as well as connection with other groups outside, which brings synergy. So we created these two missions, mission connect, mission synergy, and mission outcome. If we are here for 2-3 hours, what is the outcome for you as well as outcome for us? So it has to be a sustainable outcome. So we created a mission outcome. There is a directorate of outcome. We created, and in each campus there is a group working into outcome. Suppose somebody has gone for what is the sustainable outcome? How are the person and how they are going to connect for bringing synergy between universities. We created mission outcome. Maybe we have brought industry to our campus. We are going to show one of the Tata Technologies for automobiles, aerospace, robotic manufacturing. They have the facilities. And there people turn up them, they man this, they groom our students. So we brought industries to our campus. Tata Technologies is one. RICS, built in environment, we run joint program, and they have an office here. KPMG, FICCI, Quanser, which is a Canadian company which deals with the control theories. So they have put a center here, Quanser Center, Canadian Center here. So like this, besides connecting with industry, we brought some of the industries to our campus. This we want to augment. We want to bring more industries in our campus. Then we signed MOUs with many organizations, international and national. In national, we have a formal MOU with all ICAR, ICMR, CSIR, DRDO. We can seamlessly work with all those institutions and all Amity group can work with them. So we sign MOUs with those companies, with those organizations. Then we also have signed MOUs with various countries and various institutions across the globe, which is almost more than 200 international MOUs which we have. Then we created specialization, core competence in different campuses. For example, computational biology, cancer biology, translational research, molecular medicine, genome engineering, stem cell research, neuroscience, public health, big chemistry, drug design, atmospheric and ocean science and technology, Indian systems of medicine like yoga, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani. Then data science, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, robotics, space science, cybersecurity, astrobiology, spectromics. We have a center for spectromics materials, post-harvest, agriculture and food, biology. So these are specializations and competence we built in different campuses. But then how do we connect these centers? So we created research clusters. Because somebody, nuclear security is here, somebody may be in Gwalior campus, somebody may be there. So we created a group, connecting the group known as research cluster in nuclear security. This we've seen, and we are also registered with IEEA. International Atomic Energy Agency for Nuclear Security Education Network. That is where Dr. Altana has gone to chair that meeting. And she is co-chair already. There are some facilities which you have seen, some of them is coming. So once everything is set up, your DTRA facility is going to run the site. And these are the objectives with which, and there are some more equipment are coming. Then we also created some innovations. So some of them, Shivan, you already mentioned about that.
Yes.
There was a Dare to Dream competition which DRDO conducted, in which she applied for the AI platform using physiological parameters. How do you detect antisocial development? How do you detect tunnels using GPR? So that is also a project which we are doing. And also conformal antenna. We have a very strong antenna group here. In Amity, Malayalam department, Professor Malayalam department, that's there. And we also have VHF band applications using microstrip technology. Is another area where we are working, and also detect the heat sink cooling, thermal management in defense. It is a very important challenge. So we have a group working on thermal management, including heat transfers and heat sink, those areas we are working. And alternate energy is another big area where the focus is there, like solar. And so in solar, we are trying to improve. The efficiency by hybrid cooling. So that is, you have a PCM material which you have developed at the bottom of the photovoltaic, and also convective heat loss. When you pass micro motors over here, you see the motors here, and so you just send the cool air, it sucks the cool air, and it takes away the heat through convective heat loss. So you have hybrid cooling, PCM cooling, as well as the convective heat loss by motors, which we have put at the bottom. Efficiency went up to 25% solar. So now we are miniaturizing the motor as well as the fan, which will suck the air and push it down. So this is another area. Then for maskless prototyping of the PCBs, normally you have mechanical grooving or photolithography, but we developed a inkjet printing for the prototype manufacturing of faceless PCB machines. These are some of the other, like frostbite, prevention of frostbite again by changing material. We also developed a LPG sensor, the liquid petroleum gas, which we use in all our homes, industries, and automobiles. So how do we detect the leakage in parts per billion? Very sensitive room temperature sensor. But normally you need to heat up the sensor for sensing the gas. But what we developed is the room temperature sensor, which we have also developed in the industry and cooling. And also we have developed a method to detect if somebody has handled TNT. That's how we detect that. So these are other areas where vaccine development, we are working with the US hospital, Baylor College of Medicine is our partner there in the US, and in which, how do you downstream the vaccines, a potential candidate for vaccine? You may have a number of 200 candidates. So how do you know the most potential one? You quickly get into the market with less side effect. So we have developed an AI platform using bioinformatics as the database. We have developed and is already patented. We are now giving this service both to Baylor College as well as it's a joint project with Baylor College. This again a repurposing of drug being using the same platform. We used AI in a big way, even to detect a person's ECG, where you have PQRST and the amplitude, slopes, and the patterns. How do you pick up a person who will get into heart attack? Is it possible to predict by using the ECG? So that, and then from the X-rays during the COVID situation, how do you the imaging of the X-ray chest to detect it without even doing RT-PCR. Can you detect only by X-ray? Yes, this person is COVID positive. We looked at this image and also the prognosis, whether how well the person will progress after the COVID. Looking at the imaging patterns, again, the AI platform was developed by us. Then we also developed 3D N95 mask, which we developed in Amity University, Haryana. Then we also have a hydroelectric cell, is a major project which we are doing, splitting the water into hydrogen with oxygen. So these are some of the areas, just to give a glimpse of the areas of our research. In the post-harvest, in the packaging, we are looking at the biofilms to cover the bananas, which is, it gets finished very fast here. So we have developed increased the shelf life by 2 weeks by this process. And similarly, this is another important innovation which is useful for defense. The soldiers are deployed in various poverty areas. So they have to, even in the cold region, they have to drink the water which is available. So how do you purify the microbial contamination? So what we did, we took the pebbles, etched them to give greater porosity, impregnated the silver nanoparticles into those pores, put them in the container, and keep dipping the container in the water you want to drink for 2 minutes. That is the minimum retention required to kill the microbes there. So this is the, now we are looking at introduction into the defense. Then from wastewater, we can generate electricity. This is what we are doing now. The project of DKG, we'll show it to you this lab you are going to visit also. So we'll show you how we create, we have lit the whole room with just the water we have to apply. But the special electrodes have been developed by us. That is the unique USP of this project. So we can generate, we are looking at electrification and also lighting in the villages, where some of the villages do not have electricity yet. So we are looking at that application. Then we have a strong group working on the nano sponge for efficient cleaning of the industrial effluent. So Dr. Moral Samakati group has developed this. Biodegradable plastics, we are now talking to Boston company, MNC GXT Clean. So this is a quickly biodegradable within 45 days. And this is PLA free, so it becomes cost effective. So we have also developed biodegradable plastics. We also have herbal application in various areas. And we have developed a fungus, it's a root endophyte, which is known as Piriforma spora indica. It gives protection against the abiotic stress, which like cold, heat, salinity of the soil, alkalinity of the soil, low water availability. So it gives protection against the abiotic stress. 5 industries have taken this technology, including one in Taiwan. The Sinon Corporation, the Taiwan-based company, has taken this technology. So it acts like a biofertilizer and plant growth promoter. So that is how it works. Then to double the income of the farmer, what we have done, in the same land, you can cultivate crops on the ground, put the poles, erect the poles and put the solar photovoltaic in a slanting way. And we have put water sprinkler on the top of them, operated by a solar pump. So you just operate it periodically. So it cleanses the surface and that water goes and irrigates the plant. And the transpiration of the plant cools the base of the photovoltaic. It gets heated up, reduces the efficiency. So this we have created. In fact, under the Prime Minister picked up 50 technologies. No, he was shown 50 technologies of innovation. And out of which he picked up 2 for propagation across the society. This is one of them. How to double the income of the farmer. So this is a project which we have put a demonstration plant here with 0.25 acres. And we have put about 40 of them. Each one gives 300 watts, makes it 12 kilowatt. 2 kilowatt the farmer can use, 10 kilowatt he puts into grid. So he gets a regular income in such a small space of 0.25 acres. These are some of the system students project which we have done, ventilator, and also tethered underwater vehicle. Autonomous, we want to make it autonomous soon, but it's now tethered system which we have developed by a student group. And we also have a strong space science technology that Prasad heads. But we have also created a center in Amity, Dubai, where from the existing satellite, how do we get the data transmission to the ground station? So we have created a ground station, looking at the atmospheric factors, how does it influence the data transmission from troposphere, stratosphere? Those atmospheric disturbance, how will it affect the data transmission from satellite to the ground station? We have studied that over there. And the first biological payload from India is actually going from Amity. We are putting a virus of a plant, stevia. We have taken stevia as the plant. And a bacteria, put them as two biological payload. It's going to be in space in this year. Then our PSLV 53 or 54. This is another rover which we are developing. It's a very, very ruggedized rover. And this is what I said, 50 research clusters we have created, out of which 20 are very effectively functioning, but we want to augment it to 50. And this is Amity Global Research Network for novel viruses. Today it is COVID, tomorrow it could be something else. So we created a global network for novel viruses so that each one can share the knowledge, experience, and post them over there as an open source knowledge, which we can all share together. So we created, in fact, the Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan himself created this. And during COVID, some of the technology, this is what AA-based training for SARS drugs, the repurposing of the drugs, we use the same platform. So the Baylor College, which we work for the vaccine, we use this for repurposing of the drugs as well. And this is artificial intelligence, which he has already mentioned, the DTRA project, and our people are also recognized, like Dr. Kaushik and Young Scientist Award. They're also fellows of National Science Academies and also International Academy, like Royal Society of Chemistry, Royal Society of Biology. So our faculties are also recognized globally by such organizations. And there are 14 scientists, the top 2% global scientists, as Stanford survey which they reported, and 14 of our faculties are there in that list. You can see that. Similarly, Sunita Ratan is a fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry. So these are some of the recognition which I got at the names. This is the new program which we have started. BTech Defense, MTech Defense Technology, 2-year program, 4 semester, and 1 year it is done here, and the second year is done in a DRDO lab and a defense industry, or they go to Defense Institute of Advanced Technology, which is a defense university. So we have created, and they work 1 year on a defense project. So it's a hands-on. So they immediately get placement. Because we are developing a large number of the defense corridors. We have one in the UP, Uttar Pradesh here, and also one in Tamil Nadu. So we are running the program to churn out the human resource who will work on those conceptualization, development, prototypes, and then manufacturing, and ultimately getting to test and evaluation, support services. So the whole supply chain requires human resource. So that's the objective of this program. And these are the 6 verticals which we have put, as I mentioned about that. So thank you so much. And we thought I should give a little glimpse about the group in terms of research and innovation. Besides your own project, but we want to work with you many more projects. And as you rightly said, that biodefense, we are looking at the surveillance, early detection, personal protection, decontamination, medical management. Those are areas in which we are expanding our CBR center, which is there in Gwalior itself. Thank you so much. Yeah, today,
Yes, Committee Institute of Defense and Strategic Studies. It is led by
Right. So would you like to make any remarks now at this stage?
Okay. Just wanted to say that I'm very excited for this partnership with Amity University and the opportunities that this will provide for Indian students here to study nuclear security, to learn more about this important area of study that we feel very strongly about. And I very much look forward to continuing this partnership in expanding the capabilities, thank you, of our organizations to work together and to improve the capabilities of both of our countries to work in this in this area. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to tell you, our friends from US, there is a seminar going on organized by Amity University. It is on the Asian resurgence, strategic rebalancing, and new geopolitical challenges. So this is the theme of this conference. And Lieutenant General Gadiok is the architect of this. And we are doing along with USA, that is United Services Institution of India. So are you connecting?
High focus on the engineering.
We have signed an MOU with Army Training Command, RTRAC, which gives military training. So we would have many service officers coming here for doing their masters or PhDs. We are already enrolled 40 of these service officers here who are doing like space-based security is one theme. And they are looking at Indian Ocean region alliances, another in defense and strategic studies. So we'll be churning out theses on the current topics of interest. And so it'll be very nice to have some of your people also. This is a think tank. We have created a think tank.
Okay.
That Washington was not trying to counter all of Beijing's actions in Southeast Asia.
Very, very